have nationwide to give back.
I think the goal for me when I really talk about the foundation is to support and inspire an entire generation of young women, but using lacrosse as a vehicle to do it. And what the foundation will support is all the leadership and bravery programming that we'll do. It will support the junior pro division, and it'll support the chasers. So the nonprofit side of the organization is really going to help us fulfill the mission of impacting thousands of girls and an entire generation of women's lacrosse players.
So what I want for these pro women are for them to feel that we are supplying them not only with the lacrosse experience. I think that's just the perk, but the main focus is really to provide them with opportunities to personally and professionally develop. And so for them to get that experience is definitely one of our main goals, but then also to connect those pros with that next generation of leaders, which are those young women that will have an opportunity to be a part of the Futures program. We want to make sure that we are always putting the players first. We're always putting these young women first. And we care about them as people first. And then everything else will fall into place from there.
Hey guys, Zoe Stukenberg here with Michelle DeJulius, founder of the WPLL. Little pregame chit chat. How was week one? Coming into week two, what are your thoughts?
God, it was awesome. I specifically was at the Navy game, so just a huge success. Everybody enjoyed it. Fans were loving it. It was just a faster pace of play and a lot of scoring, total excitement. Same thing for the other site, just close game, a come from behind, a 2-point shot puts a New England ahead, and then they end up taking it away. And that's what we want. We want a super competitive experience, and these girls to have a blast with it, and the fans to love this game.
How did that go in week one?
Yeah, it was unbelievable actually. We had a lot of fan support. With regards to live views. I mean, we had over 18,000 live views alone on our Navy game for sure. Everybody is showing up and retweeting and sending messages to us, and just a lot of support and people excited about what we've got going. If you've never seen the game of women's lacrosse and you come and see this, or you've never seen men's or women's,
you're excited about it.
You're excited. You're
right.
I got to get out there and see it again. 2-point shots.
60-second shot clock.
Right. The whole 8-meter changing so that any foul occurs in there, you get a center hash shot.
Right.
Those kind of things are holding, players more accountable to their actions in the game and keeping the flow a lot faster. So I think it's exciting. I think we've gained a lot of fans, new fans, and I'm excited to see what's to come.
Of Westchester University, week 2 of the Women's Professional Lacrosse League here on LaxAllStars.com. Hello, everyone, alongside former Maryland Terrapin, Wharton Award winner, and now a professional within the league herself, Zoe Stukenberg. My name is Dan Fritz. Thank you for joining us. And Zoe, week 2, you played last week as history was made. Did you ever think we were going to be in something like this as far as women's lacrosse?
Yeah, I think, 5 years ago, if you would have said that, if you would have told this group of young women that we'd get the chance to continue playing the game we love and getting better, and, if you would have told us that we'd be teammates with some of our foes, we probably would have laughed in your face. But the WPLL, they've made it happen. They have an awesome mission, just a really great message at its core, and I think that it's kind of caught fire. And week 1 was an incredible success. Heading into week 2, really excited to see this lacrosse game.
This afternoon's contest, the Philadelphia Fire playing game 2 of their season, taking on the Upstate Pride. The Pride, first time together, as they're going to try to get some of the chemistry. The head coach, Katie Rowan, had a chance to talk with her a few before the game, and just today's going to be about getting the chemistry together. For the Fire, they did not have a good time out last week. We'll get more into that later. As we're set to get underway, the Fire in the black and orange with white trim. They're going right to left on your screen. The Pride in the white tops, blue with the trim going left to right, and we are underway, getting you to starting lines. But first, already a shot, a score for the Pride. Allie Carey from Vanderbilt gets the team's first notch in program history. 1-0 and just a few seconds in.
Yeah, that looked nice. I mean, I think that'll be a familiar theme throughout the day. You see Danielle Spencer grabbing that draw right out of the air, something maybe she hasn't done in a couple years, but doesn't seem to have missed a beat. With that height, just winning the draw to herself, and then Allie Carey, a phenomenal player, had an awesome career, and then has been so strong for the U.S. team, just not wasting any time putting that one in the back of the net.
So that fast, one of the things listed for the league, one of the things built for it is high scoring, high paced. We've seen it already. Off the draw control, the Pride once again working towards the right. Going in, another shot, another goal. This time Danielle Spencer from Northwestern quickly makes it 2-0. And the Pride are already starting to get the fire back on their heels.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to, Philly's going to need to take a second and work on, they really do need to stop the ball. It's different. It's an adjustment. Like you said, everything about this league is as defenders.
This time to the left, the Fire trying to get in, still at the line. Now the possession's established. The Pride once again have it. And now a little slower pace. They work up through midfield as we try to get you some of the starters real quick. But as we say that, the Pride coming inside the zone, inside the area, back behind the net. Now they'll set
for this team.
This time the shot, the save. Kaylee Waters for the Fire, able to keep this a 2-0 ball game. Now scrapping for it behind the circle. And she's able to come through, but not a clean pass. The Fire still able to come away with it. Through midfield, Katie Haas will come across midfield quickly for the Fire. Danielle Trosco, Lauren Kahn, Spring Sanders, Maddie Lesher, Courtney Waite, Karen Mauer, Katie Haas, we just mentioned, Haley Schweitzer, Emily Gilligan, and Kaylee Waters in the net, as we may mention, for the Pride. Renee Pull-up between the pipes, getting her first work of the afternoon. Alongside of Alex Oss, Sammy Jo Tracy, Lydia Sutton, Danielle Spencer, Lauren Murray, Haley Warden, Allie Carey, we've already made mention, Erin Sliffer, and Jessica Volpe, all for head coach Katie Rowan. So the Fire, their first opportunity to try to cut some of this early deficit. But as we said before, it's going to be high pace, going to be high scoring. A 2-goal lead's not going to last long.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, for the fans, Katie Haas, previously known as Katie Schwartzman, I believe she.
That's where you're going to have to help me out.
She'll always be Katie Schwartzman to the lacrosse world, but I think her new husband.
We'll apologize in advance.
Yeah.
Just old habits, but an old habit right there in front of the net, drops it into the back of the net. The Pride on top, 3-0. And
a great inside roll there by Alex Oss. I see, this is really impressive for this to be the, Upstate Pride's first time together as a team. They're really flowing well. Their defensive unit looks strong down there, and their offense clearly taking care of business. Already 3 points on the board from 3 different goal scorers. They're dominating the draw control. This Upstate Pride team looking very tough. As a player, not exactly looking forward to having to go against
you're gonna have to deal with
this kind of firepower.
And like I said, the first time that these girls have gotten out onto the field, just under 11 minutes left to go in the first quarter. They're up by 3, now make it 4. Missile shot, top shelf. Haley Warden gives the Pride their 4th goal of the afternoon. Wow.
Phenomenal.
And Ricky Freeze calling timeout. He's seen enough.
Yeah. I mean, both sides, great competitors on both teams. Obviously, Upstate's got to be happy about the way they came out of that opening whistle, and Philly's going to be looking to kind of get something going. Right now, they don't really seem to have that energy, that drive. They're not getting the 50-50 balls. So, Coach Ricky Freed, obviously of Georgetown, a phenomenal career there. The U.S. coach has won multiple World Cups. He's going to look to get his team fired up here at this timeout.
10:24 left to go here in the first quarter. Pride's on top 4-0. And Zoe, for you as well, and even for your team, how much was it before your squad started to click? Everybody started to against just about everybody on this roster
exactly
today.
Yeah,
so,
or I grew up watching them. It's an amazing, like I was saying in the pregame interview, from all over the country on both sides of the ball, and yeah, I mean it's wild to see Northwestern, Carolina, Maryland, like the He's kind of come together. Dominating Alex Oss from Maryland behind the in goal. Two super strong goalkeepers. The plan has a lot to do with those really strong goalkeepers. And so I think looking forward to seeing what.
Well, we'll see if they do a platooning system as they did last. Took the loss, but Upstate Pride right back to business going in. Shot once again. The Pride get on the board. Danielle Spencer just carving her way through the Fire defense. Hits the back of the net. 5-0 Pride.
Yeah, Danielle Spencer. Not able to stop the ball. I will say, from last weekend, from a player's perspective, it's a little difficult with the new lines to know where you are on the field. As in this pro league, there are a lot of slight rule changes. The field is slightly shorter, and then the restraining line is the 50-yard line versus the 30s. And you see there is no 12-meter. So as a defender, kind of we are taught, like, okay, let's stop the ball between the 12. So used to seeing that line at your feet and get it's just, I think Philly's gonna take a little time to adjust to that, to stopping the ball before you even.
And even then, the lacrosse lines for Westchester are still on the field. Yeah, your mind's trying to process so many things, and an advantage for Coach Freed as far as the coaching aspect is, once again, the Pride win the draw.
See, kind
we
of
had a
incidental horn.
I was going to say somebody stepped on something.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you blow a horn on accident. They slipped into it, but either way, it seemed to have worked out for Philly. Their first defensive stop, really, with a turnover. They'll need to make the most of this on the offensive end to get something going in this first half, first quarter.
Now, one thing some of the more recent graduated players like yourself started to get used to, the shot clock, but here it's 60 seconds, so you have just a little bit less time. And even at the college level, when that 90-second shot clock was introduced, as the Fire try to do a little work in front now, Abby Burris goes in. Renee Pollock gets the first stop and will collect it before sending it back on its way. Just kept the flow going.
Exactly.
But now with a 60, will that kind of ramp things up?
Watch, more fun to play.
More fun to call.
Exactly. Left, you couldn't really count on. Because on offense, you would spread out. They'd have to come. 50-second shot clock. Just the whole atmosphere, the kind of players, we feel that, and I think that that offensive units are firing on all cylinders, really getting shots off super quick. I don't think we had a single shot clock violation in the last game because we
just kept going, just one right after the other. This time in, Renee Pollock between the pipes, and now the Upstate Pride afternoon.
Nadine Hadnaggy with the ball. She'll cross that 50. They'll keep a midi back. Aaron Slifer.
Checking up, but really the restriction line's back at the 50.
Right.
So trying to, again, your mind is trying to process. But now leaving the back door open shot. This one sails high and over, but with the positioning, the Pride keep the ball. Just over 6 minutes left to go here in the first.
Good save there by Kaylee Waters in goal. Got her stick on it.
Waters had 9 goals against, 7 saves last time to no decision. As the Fire with the ball, Lauren Lee.
Midfielder out of Florida, taking care of that loose ball.
Now up through the midfield. Danielle Trasco goes in, fires, gets the Fire on the board. 5-1 the score, just about 5.
Yeah, sometimes that first goal is the hardest. Daniela Trasco, an awesome, great shot, perfect placement in that lower corner. Goalie for Upstate is doing a phenomenal job. Renee
pull up?
Yeah, doing a great job between the pipes. I mean, that there was nothing she could do about that shot. I would say she probably has 4 saves on the game already. So Philly's gonna look to capitalize, kind of take that momentum and run with it. 5-1 is definitely not how you want to start the game. This
contest, Ronnie Anton, Loretta Blosky, and Peggy Colucci handling the matters on the turf, and their job of Westchester University, week 2 of the Women's Professional Lacrosse League here on LaxAllStars.com. Hello, everyone, alongside former Maryland Terrapin, Wharton Award winner, and now a professional within the league herself, Zoe Stukenberg. My name is Dan Fritz. Thank you for joining us.
face, but the WPLL, they've made it happen. You know, they have an awesome mission, just a really great
front loose ball just kind of rolls in on Pullout, and she'll just collect it. So Philly's starting to get things going a little bit. Now I just need to get that flow going, trying to cut away this 4-goal deficit as we're under 4 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. 5-1 is the score as the Upstate Pride, game 1 of their program history, so far in the driver's seat. Foul called on the near side. Philly will take it back the other way. Here comes Danielle Trasco.
Yeah, what a matchup here. One of the best defenders in the game, Nadine Hadnaggy, on Daniela Tresco, one of the best attackers in the game. You know, this league really sets itself up to some kind of spectacular matchups that even span, you know, those two players never got to play against each other in college because they were more than 4 years apart, and then being able to play against each other in this WPLL league is really special.
The shot went in, got the shaft of the stick for Polach, is able to collect it. Pride
ball
catching,
to Hadnaggy.
Catching a little pressure from the Fire defense right now through midfield, but now they got some open space, and up the right side they go.
Philly kind of in a high-pressure defense, so now they're looking to really get out on the ball, stop the ball before the 8-meter, which I think is a smart adjustment after those first 5 goals.
Katie Weeks backpedaling with the ball, leans to her right.
To
Preka. Now passes over Allie Carey.
Great
this
save
time
by
all
Kaylee
alone
Waters.
in front. Kaylee Waters got to her left but could not recover. The Pride make her pay for it. It's 6-1 now with just over 2 minutes left.
Yeah, Molly Stevens from Florida, number 17 for the Upstate Pride with a great hustle play. Kaylee Waters made that initial save. It bounced out of the crease. Molly Stevens was there to pick it up and put it in. You know, that's, as a defense, second chance opportunities. You have to come up with those ground balls when your goalie makes a save. Molly Stevens really heads up play, recognizing that the play was not over, putting that one away for her team, make it 6-1.
The running clock, 1:45 left to go as we set for the next draw control here in the first quarter. It's been all Upstate Pride, up by 5 goals.
Yeah, you should see Katie Schwartzman on the circle there, not used to being down. She definitely is a leader for this Philly Fire team. You see some really fabulous kind of like people who put the women's lacrosse on the map for this Philly Fire team. You know, you have Katie Schwartzman, Hannah Nielsen, you know, names that kind of I grew up watching and hearing their names and watching them play lacrosse. So their leadership is really going to be crucial to this Philly Fire team.
Just inside 8, but not much room there. Backpedaling now. Haas in front, turns fire, pull out the save. Loose ball to the left. Hannah Nielsen collects it. Fire still have it. Fresh shot clock. Now we're going to try to find a hole in this Pride defense. Shot from just inside of 8 went behind the net. Still Philly ball. Under a minute to go. They're going to have to hurry as the shot clock now pretty much irrelevant. 35 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. And Philly will undoubtedly go for the last shot of the quarter. Just inside now. Try to roll one in, but just wide to the right. Philly can hustle with 20 seconds left. They can get one more off.
Hannah Nielsen, so dangerous on the crease. A great feed there.
Nice look to the right side. Gets to the back of the net. Once again, Danielle Trasco gets Philly's second goal. And that'll look to wind out the first quarter. So
Daniela Tresco scoring both goals for Philly thus far. Great play there by Hannah Nielsen. She really set that up, being such a threat on the crease. The defense collapsed on her, and she was able to find Danielle on the other side of the crease. Great finish there.
The majority of the first quarter belonging to the Pride. 6-2 is the score. The Fire, though, starting to get things organized at the back end of it. In between quarters now. Another thing you got to get used to as well. Halves, now quarters, like the men's side.
Exactly.
So
lots of adjustments. Yeah, as I look out on this field, I mean, you can see there are, like you said, quite a few lines out there. It's confusing as a player to be out there. You see the 8-meter, the 12-meter are in, and then the new 8. There's a lot going on, and I think both sides looking to adjust to those lines.
Head coach Ricky Freed trying to get his side together. And Zoe, I mean, for the Fire, what do they have to do? I mean, obviously they got to clean up the handling a little bit. Pass has got to come a little bit crisper. What else does the Fire have to do to make this a more closer contest in the second quarter?
Right. Coming out of this first quarter break, you know, Philly, they need to win the draw. They need to find a way to stop Danielle Spencer, to get the draw. I mean, as a player, my first thought is let's put it on the circle. You're not going to win a 1v1 battle against a 6'2", powerful, phenomenal lacrosse player like Danielle Spencer. You're not going to win that. So let's put it on the circle. Let's make it a 50-50 ball, and let's come up with those draw controls. And then on the offensive end, I mean, you see Upstate going hard to the cage, attacking the cage hard, and it's being successful. Take a page out of their playbook. You know, I don't see this Philly team in the first quarter, they haven't been attacking the goal as hard. And I think in the second quarter, they can find a lot of success, really hard 1v1 dodge, and then find the feed off of that, you know. But everything's got to start with a really good dodge, a really hard move to goal. That's where Upstate's found their success, and I think Philly would do well to kind of take a page out of their playbook.
Well, as you said, Zoe, from the start, though, it's got to start inside the circle at midfield. You got to get the draw as we get ready to start the second quarter of action. 6-2 is the score here at Farrell Stadium in Westchester. A rich, full day of lacrosse all around us, part of the Roundup tournament. And it was neat now coming into the complex, and I'm sure for you as well, you see the younger kids playing, and go to another field now, there's either girls just getting into or at high school level. Soon they're going to be playing for respective colleges, and it's just very fitting that now it rounds up, and hopefully one day they'll be out here for the WPLL, and who knows, maybe even taking on you one day.
Exactly. You know, it's phenomenal. It's great for the growth of this game, for young girls to come to these tournaments, to be, you know, competing with their respective club teams, and be able to look across the field and see, oh, you know, there's a professional lacrosse game going on. I think it's really awesome to be able to picture yourself playing your sport at the highest level, and I think that's you know, that's what this league is all about. It's growing the game. It's giving players the opportunity to continue past college, to compete and get better, you know, through after Division I lacrosse. You know, for so long, Division I lacrosse. That was it, you
Yep.
know? And so it's
Unless you
been
made a
really
national
nice.
team, and then you still
Right.
got a few more years after that. But
Try
one
and win a
thing
World Cup.
Ricky Freed said before the game as well, the fact of the mission statement of this league, not only so much in the here and the now for you, the players, but also looking at the next generation. Plans are already in place for these kids that are out here on the fields today. Hopefully, they'll have a part of this action as this league goes on. As he said, he was part of the older indoor leagues, and he played for the Philadelphia team back at the venue known as the Spectrum, and he really dated himself considering now that that building no longer exists, and the Pride going right back to the cage
Right, you
to
see
start
them
out the second.
switching goals, but not at all switching in their attack of the cage.
Have not
So
missed
now,
a
yeah,
beat.
Pride moving right to left in white. Still Kaylee Waters in goal, I believe, or is that?
Yes, that's still Kaylee Waters on the free position right up the middle, with this one wide right. And it looks like Philly will have the position and get the ball back. And also as well, the free position shot, always up the middle. How
Yeah,
much?
it's quite an adjustment. You know, every foul in the critical scoring area results in a center hash, which is an advantage to the attackers. The defenders do get their to be 4 meters away, so you got to get a shot off quickly. But
A whistle at midfield, a yellow card against the Fire, as it looks like Maddie Crutchfield's going to go off for a little bit.
Yellow card is issued to Phillies number 33, Maddie Crutchfield.
Shayna Pareca from Florida riding hard on Nadine Hadnagy, trying to get that ball back. Pareca just finishing up her career at Florida. Great 4 years there. Her sister, I believe, is still at Florida. Kind of funny that she's matched up on Nadine. Nadine was the assistant coach at Florida this past year. Maybe getting out some...
And that's one thing I've noticed over the years, following this as well, know that when you have siblings, not necessarily on the same teams, but maybe the same conference, those are always the fun games to watch when you have the sisters playing against each other, because they're going to do everything they can to absolutely destroy their sibling, whether it be the older one or the younger one.
Oh, yeah, always, always.
Right now, though, the Pride with the advantage.
Pareca with the ball at the top.
Yep.
Nadine Hadnagy, Gardner. That's a lot of space for a really quick attacker to have. Upstate going to look to collapse here on this dodge.
Pareca trying to get some space. Not much there. Launches one.
Lauren Lee not able to handle that pass. Upstate with the ball. You know, their offense has obviously been the story of this first quarter, putting 6 points on the board. But their defense has been phenomenal, just rock solid back there, forcing Philly to work for everything.
Pride now with the ball right side. Nice over-the-shoulder shot, just a little off target. Still in play. Picking it up, Spencer. Shot clock at about 30 seconds as the Pride starting to work in from the left. Soft shot in, and Kaylee Waters able to collect it. Philly's defense so far getting a little bit better as far as their marks, not giving the Pride too much to look at. Score remains 6-2, just under 12 minutes left to go here in the half. Long pass into the 8. 1, 2, 3. Can't. Oh, connect. Goes wide to the right. Point blank range. Looked like Karen Maurer had a look. Just couldn't finish the deal. Pride with the ball, and they'll start to clear.
And shooting is something, it takes a little time for it to come back. At least that's what I'm telling myself after last weekend. You're not used to, shooting in a high pressure situation with a defender on you. It's been a year for some of us. For some players out here, it's been more than a year, so I think that's something we can expect to improve as the season goes on.
Katie Weeks with the ball. Now to carry. Haley Warden. Warden starting to move. She turns, she fires, she scores. 7-2 in favor of the Pride.
Righty rip there. Right over Kaylee Waters' shoulder. Great shot. Like I said, Upstate, they're attacking the goal hard. We see now 3 attack subs coming in. That's a little bit of an adjustment in the college game. You don't usually see a ton of substitutions in big games. Normally, your 12 on the field are gonna stay on the field for the majority of the game. In this professional league, you're seeing midi lines, attack subs. You want to go hard while you're out there, and then there are breaks. It's in college. Taylor Cummings would never come off the field. That wasn't going to happen.
No.
Danielle Spencer. These people, they're used to playing the full 60 minutes, and just kind of the nature of the new rules and the style of play in this professional league. Even the best player on the field is going to have some rest on the sideline. Give them a chance to really go hard while they're out there.
And even both coaches said pregame is the fact that one thing that's really an advantage as far as not only the speed and the agility, but also a little bit more of the physical play, but also keeping things at the professional level. It's something that Coach Freed said as far as still setting an example for the future players and for the program as well. As this shot goes in, Waters able to collect it, got just enough of it, thought it squeaked through, but able to take it off her heel. A nice save by the Philadelphia netminder, and the Fire trying to work the left side now.
Ball to the top, number 15.
Lauren Kahn with the ball.
Out of UConn. Yeah, we'll see this Philly Fire team really try and stay spread. I see a little stack going on the top of your screen, the left side of the 8.
Nielsen.
Really the quarterback dancing with Hadnaghy.
Turns, gets it, pull out right there, and something that you saw a lot of in her time at Cornell. Renee Pullout very patient on the shot, anticipating the pass. Loose ball to the right side. Fire still has it.
She has been a wall between the pipes.
And Renee Pullout, that's something you saw within the Ivy League for, again, all years that she played. She was just very patient, almost annoying if you're an attacker because you thought you'd have her, but she's still there. Nice one, bounces up to her, and she'll collect it, and she'll send it on its way. But Pullout had a phenomenal career within the Ivy League and Cornell as they started to come up, getting into the national rankings, winning the Ivy League tournament. And getting
really
into the
putting them
NCAAs.
on the map. Katie Schwartzman almost able to come up with that interception on that clear, but Upstate able to clear the ball, get it across the 50. Another new rule is once the ball is across the 50, it is a penalty for the ball to go back, kind of like in basketball, a backcourt violation.
Little kick save there by Waters, goes off to the left. Fire still with the ball.
Another accidental
You know what? That's got to be a field near us.
Yeah, that has to be that. Yeah,
that's got to be one of the
two
surrounding
mistakes
fields.
in 20 minutes.
Because I know there's a horn here for the shot clock, but that's below us in the press box. But that's got to be a nearby field that we keep hearing.
Right,
Nonetheless,
the roundup happening all on the fields all around us, so makes sense.
Interception by the Pride. Number 34, Casey Pearsall, able to pick it off.
About halfway through the second quarter, 7.5 minutes left. 7-2 in favor of the Pride.
Only the one goal so far in this frame.
Right, a relatively low-scoring quarter.
So both teams getting a little bit more of a knack for each other. Pride, though, still doing well with the possessions. As once again, they get back to work. Going up the left side, Molly Stevens passes off now up top. Shannon Perega tries to go a little sidearm. Looking for that upper left-hand corner, couldn't get it. Pride still with the possession, 19 on the shot clock as the ball comes back in. Pereka looking under 10 seconds. Going to work her way through. Wide shot to the left, but not on goal. And that's the horn we need to hear for a shot clock violation.
All right, so that was an accurate horn.
That one was the accurate horn.
All right. Great dodge there by Pereka. She got through, just wasn't able to finish. And getting a shot off does not reset the clock. You actually need to hit the goalkeeper or some part of the goal.
They pull out, almost picked that one off. It goes through, untouched, so it'll be Pride ball on the far side. 6 minutes left to go here in a second. Again, the score 7-2.
Kind of an unforced error there by Philadelphia, just throwing the ball away. You don't want your defense to feel like they're always playing. And if, this second quarter, it really feels like Upstate has controlled the possession, as you said. Philly's going to need to take care of the ball and just, value their possessions. Work for the right shot, not the first shot.
Pride with the ball, right side.
Pareca over on an inside roll. Another great move, just not able to finish on defender.
Pride keeping it with just about 20 seconds left on the shot clock.
Spring Sanders out of Northwestern in there holding down the defensive end, doing a great job guarding Pareca.
Loose ball, able to be picked up by the Pride. Haley Warden. Now inside, shot, nice save, Kaylee Waters. Long pass through midfield, trying to get a quick transition going. Here comes Hannah Nielsen. Nielsen in front, turns, fires, score for Philly. 7-3 is the tally. So nice work. 1, 2, 3. Looks like Maddie Crutchfield will get credit for the goal.
Great look there by Nielsen.
Sorry, Amanda Level on the goal. A little difficult to pick up the numbers with the black jerseys.
It is. The numbers are a little hard to see from our perch. Well, I think I was raving on and on about Nadine guarding Pareca, and I think I had the wrong number 7. Pareca number 7 in white, Hannah Nielsen number 7 in black. Still a funny matchup with Hannah Nielsen, you know, being one of the best attackers to ever play out of Northwestern. It's got to be funny for these college coaches to look back and see, you know, they're probably recruiting at this tournament. They look over and see all their former All-Americans.
Americans are sitting here.
Yeah, out there doing what they've been doing for 10 years.
Lauren Lee unwinds from about 8 meters, just misses the mark, but Hannah Nielsen right there to pick it up. Fire keep the ball. 3:45 left to go here in the second. They're down by 4 as play continues back behind the net.
You know, a 2-point shot would really get the team going. If you're Philadelphia, now's not a bad time to kind of unload one.
Inside shot, score once again for the Fire. This time, looks like Maddie Crutchfield.
This time it was her goal. This time it was. She heard you.
Her numbers were facing right at us, so we were able to see Maddie Crutchfield lands the Fire's 4th goal of the afternoon, and they're slowly starting to chip at this deficit. 7-4 is the score. Still 3 minutes and change left to go here in the second quarter.
At 11:30.
There's another horn that we're not supposed to be worrying about.
Right.
I mean, it sounds like it's right here, but with all the fields and the activities around us.
Beautiful day.
Oh, it's
in lovely Pennsylvania.
Westchester, 81 degrees, a little cloudy at the start of the game. Thought she went a little bit early, but Danielle Spencer comes away with the ball.
You know, that's kind of the key to the draw. Who can
time
get
the
that
referee,
edge? Yeah.
And you
not get caught.
And not get caught, exactly. You've seen it so many times from the field. I've seen it so many times from up here in the booth. You know, the players, they have their own system to try to time that referee.
A lot of that kind of, I won't call it, it's not cheating. You know, that's the, I don't really take the draw. That's never been my thing. I like to stand on the circle and try and get the ground ball, but.
Adapting, overcoming, and improvising.
Yes, well, that is a very, sound like a politician. Good way to say it.
Military family upbringing.
There you go.
Fire now, left side, 1:45 left to go, just under 30 on the shot clock. Inside of 8, but still opting to go to the back of the net. And like you said, Zoe, you know, as far as now would be a good time for a 2-point shot, but how many players are even thinking that?
Right.
Just
I mean,
8
meters is in the game of women's lacrosse, shooting from 8 meters out. It used to be totally unheard of. The past 2 or 3 years, there's been quite a change. You know, players in college are shooting from there. So I think you have some potential. You know, you have Lauren Lee out there. You have Daniela Tresco, Hannah Nielsen. These are players who can score from the 8 meter, but whether or not they're, you know, willing to do it in a high pressure situation like this, who knows?
We'll see what happens.
Upstate with the ball. Not sure what that violation was.
There was a loose ball, and I saw it get swatted into the corner. It looked like a clean swipe to me, but apparently was not.
Maybe the shot clock was winding down. I know that's a Slifer with a rip. Oh, that would have been a 2-pointer.
Off to the right side, not too much off the mark. 45 seconds remaining on the clock here at the scoreboard here at Farrell Stadium. Pride with the ball. And it was a good turnover until the point where Erica Ike got sent to the ground. So Ike will go up for a free position shot.
So you'll see her take the center hash. Defenders on either side. Kaylee Waters looking to take up as much space in cage as possible.
Ike tries to go through, gets dispossessed. Fire with the ball, but now it's loose. Waters was caught out of her net for a second. Nobody has it now. A shot goes wide left, and it'll be out of bounds. Waters gets to the position, and the whistle sounds. The first half in the books. 7-4 is the score going into the break. We're going to take a step aside. When we come back, some recap and analysis here, as well as a little halftime segment. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on lacrosseallstars.com.
The mission is obviously to, provide these women with other opportunities outside of being a professional lacrosse player.
The WPL is a two-pronged approach. One side of it is a platform for the players to play at the highest level possible, playing a brand of lacrosse that's both exciting and fits the athleticism of the sport. The other side of that is the junior development and having a Chasers program, a development program where these younger players can aspire to be WPLL players, can not only get out on the field and play, but also be mentored and learn traits such as leadership, character development, that whole side of it, merging the two. So merging your pro players with the development group to form one awesome league, a two-pronged approach.
It's a perfect opportunity for us to create programming that's going to help them develop personally and professionally. I mean, it's unbelievable the talent that's out there these days. We have Taylor Cummings, who obviously is a huge star in the game. Dana Dobie, she's amazing. She's got tricks up her sleeves. And so putting them in a position to play on a smaller field, making the game faster, the spectators are going to have a blast watching it. We're going to be able to, create mentors that can reach our next generation of young female leaders. Given the level of play and the status of these women, we feel like it is our, responsibility with the reach that they have nationwide to give back.
I think the goal for me when I really talk about the foundation is to support and inspire an entire generation of young women, but using lacrosse as a vehicle to do it. And what the foundation will support is all the leadership and bravery programming that we'll do. It will support the junior pro division, and it'll support the Chasers. So the nonprofit side of the organization is really going to help us fulfill the mission of impacting thousands of girls and an entire generation of women's lacrosse players.
So what I want for these pro women are for them to feel that we are supplying them not only with the lacrosse experience. I think that's just the perk, but the main focus is really to provide them with opportunities to personally and professionally develop. And so for them to get that experience is definitely one of our main goals, but then also to connect those pros with that next generation of leaders, which are those young women that will have an opportunity to be a part of the Futures program. We want to make sure that we are always putting the players first. We're always putting these young women first. And we care about them as people first. And then everything else will fall into place from there.
What do you desire? What makes you itch? What sort of a situation would you like? So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Well, it's so amazing. As a result of our kind of educational system, crowds of students say, well, we'd like to be painters, we'd like to be poets, we'd like to be writers, but as everybody knows, you can't earn any money that way. Another person says, well, I'd like to live an out-of-doors life and ride horses. I said, you want to teach in a riding school? Let's go through with it. What do you want to do? When we finally got down to something which the individual says he really wants to do, I will say to him, you do that. And forget the money. Because if you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid.
Watching you, use them, walk up to them, ask them questions, all right? They want to hear you ask them questions.
Go lefty on the righty, it's much more harder for a defender to guard you when you attack his top hand.
Step to our target, right in the middle of the net. We want to shoot. We're not even in the corners right now. Big step, right in the middle of the net.
Just make sure you get to the ball as quickly as you can. All right? Your hands back, extended, be able to catch it, and as soon as you catch it, be able to pull it, nice overhand release.
Try going a little bit lower. So you're a lefty, right? So you're going to throw the ball. You can do it with your hand too. So want me to throw it? So you're going to throw it. Make your stick up just like this. Bring it and bring it in like that, okay?
Pick it up. Bring it across your body like you're stealing a defender off and cradle down here, okay? Getting a good shot, but let's try to throw in a fake and go high or low, okay? Sound good? Ready? Tweet. Woo! Dude. I always think it's so funny when...
I'm starting. All I've had today is McDonald's breakfast.
Hey guys, Zoe Stukenberg here with Michelle DeJulius, founder of the WPLL. Little pregame chit chat. How was week one? Coming into week two, what are your thoughts?
God, it was awesome. I specifically was at the Navy game, so just a huge success. Everybody enjoyed it. Fans were loving it. It was just a faster pace of play and a lot of scoring, total excitement. Same thing for the other site, just close game, a come from behind, a 2-point shot puts a New England ahead, and then they end up taking it away. And that's what we want. We want a super competitive experience, and these girls to have a blast with it, and the fans to love this game.
How did that go in week one?
Yeah, it was unbelievable actually. We had a lot of fan support. With regards to live views. I mean, we had over 18,000 live views alone on our Navy game for sure. Everybody is showing up and retweeting and sending messages to us and just a lot of support and people excited about what we've got going. If you've never seen the game of women's lacrosse and you come and see this, or you've never seen men's or women's,
you're excited about it.
You're excited. You're
right.
Gotta get out there and see it again. 2-point shots.
60-second shot clock.
The whole 8-meter changing so that any foul occurs in there, you get a center hash shot.
Right.
Like those kind of things are holding, players more accountable to their actions in the game and keeping the flow a lot faster. So I think it's exciting. I think we've gained a lot of fans, new fans, and I'm excited to see what's to come.
Back to Farrell Stadium here at Westchester University. Zoe Stuckerberg, Dan Fritz. The second half of this afternoon's WPLL contest still in front of us. The Upstate Pride went into the break 7-4 after a dominating first quarter. The Fire able to bounce things back a little bit, try to get some more shots on the board. And Zoe, kind of like how we reflected into the second quarter, kind of the same billing for right now into the second half. Philly, you just got to start putting things on the cage. Start peppering the goaltender. See what can fall, as it looks like Philly is making
we have
a goalkeeping change. Gussie Johns will be in. And on the other side for the Pride, Renee Pollard. Well, Pollard doing what she's done. Exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth. Saves for the Pride, netminder 5. Philly had 14 shots in the first half. The Pride, 22 shots.
Right.
So for a team that just pretty much got together today, they are really meshing well. But this time the Fire wins the draw, trying to get a little 1-2 in front, but just couldn't connect on the pass.
Karen Maurer on the crease. She's dangerous from back there. Great cut, just like you said, not able to connect.
And those steps will come in time. As much as for every time this team tries that play, it's going to get better and better. It's going to get that much more crisp. It's going to connect. You hope that it just comes together today.
Yeah, this game far from over, 7-4 in favor of the Pride. But, especially with the 2-point shots, the pace of play, 3 goals is nothing in this league, Philly Fire down, but very much still in this game. Upstate gonna definitely look to increase this lead.
Danielle Atrosco sent for the yellow card for offside, so once again, Pride with the advantage as they start to work the first opportunity for this half. And like you said, Zoe, 3 goals is nothing. So every possession for both teams, you want to do everything you can to either increase it. Just like that, the Pride make it a 4-goal game once again. 8-4 is the score now. 13:40 left to go. The Pride getting things started in the second half.
Alex Oss sneaking one by Gussie Johns. Fake high, shoot low. Alex has a way of making those no-angle shots look easy. They're anything but. She right there, Gussie's taken up almost the whole goal. And Alex just finds a way to fake, get Gussie off balance, and put it right by her feet.
The assist going to Danielle Spencer. Again, 8-4 is the score. And even still, as far as the whole day and the week, again, an opportunity for these girls to play again, for you to play again. Let me ask you this, as far as when you won the Tualatin Award, did you think at that point, okay, this is it, it's not going to get any better than this?
Pretty much, yeah. That whole week, winning the national championship with my Terps, the boys won their first championship in feels like 50 years. All the awards and just being with my team, that definitely felt like that was kind of the end to an awesome lacrosse career. But what do you know? The WPLL comes out of nowhere and gives me a chance to keep doing what I love.
And what was that like on campus, both the men's team and the women's team taking the national title, you getting the award?
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No.
We have to give Nadine some props for that interception. Nadine with a great defensive play, not able to come up with it, but an awesome stop there. Last year, obviously, the Terps, being able to bring home. It was kind of funny how Carolina brought both home the year before, and then Maryland able to bring both home last year.
Trying to get a nice put back in, just lands inside the circle. Renee Pullout will collect it. So the Fire trying to do what they can to work on just getting the shots towards goal, but you're going to have a bit of a hard time with the Pride netminder doing well in the first half and continuing that here in the second. 8-4 is the score, early parts of the third quarter. Pride going left to right, Fire right to left. Lauren Murray passing up, almost coming away with it. Amanda Lavelle
kicking it to
still
herself.
Loose.
Danielle Spencer coming up with the ground ball. She is just a beast on the 50-50 balls. Comes up with everything.
Now she's got 20 seconds to do something with it, trying to work her way in, but a pocket was picked, ball loose.
Molly Stevens.
Still has it. She unloads, goes right.
Gussie.
And, they call it for the Pride. Gussie Johns looked to have the advantage, but
Alex beat her to the line. Alex Ost.
But this time, Gussie Johns closes the door, the near post, and collects the save. Score remains 8-4. Pride with the ball. Kahn across midfield. Katie Haas passes back behind the net. Lauren Lee works her way up. 30 on the shot clock as substitutions being made. And now the Pride will start to work from the right wing. Burgess, Lee.
6v6 down on this half.
Lee, gets her pocket picked nicely. Molly Stevens.
Molly Stevens not always playing defense on every rep, oftentimes really showcasing her talent on the attacking end. But what a great defensive play for her.
A little too strong on the pass, but able to collect it is McGarity. She scoots away, but a foul gets called. Or she step out?
That looks like the second time. I'm not sure that the players on the field have a good sense of which line is the out of bounds. That looks to be the second time the Upstate Pride just kind of steps out without even knowing.
So Philly gets the ball back.
They really are going to have to make the most of this opportunity. See a setup with a dodger from behind, someone in the middle. Karen Maurer planted in the middle, trying to play with her defender on the crease.
Too strong on the pass, and the ball goes out of bounds. So the opportunity for Philly wasted as they send it out of bounds. Pride once again with the ball. Renee Pullout will walk it up.
These sticks are new. These, like I said, these sticks are brand new. Some of these players, it's been years since they've been playing in a competitive game situation. It is going to take a couple weeks for the players on the field to kind of get back in their groove, but already we're seeing spurts of really phenomenal lacrosse.
On the way in, shotgun, and Gussie Johns to save. Try for a putback, just rolls off the top of the stick. But right there, point blank range. This one rolls the way in. The Pride once again on the board. This time looks like Danielle Spencer will collect the tally for Upstate.
Parecka able to find Spencer right on the crease. Great look by Parecka, dodging down that alley and looking back to the middle. For any young players watching, that is the key, to be a truly great offensive player. You have to be able, like Parecka just showcased, to attack the goal hard and still keep your head up, eyes towards the middle to find those open players like Danielle Spencer just was.
Spencer, the hat trick on the afternoon.
Score 9-4 now. Fire down by 5. Again, still not out of it, but certainly it seems like Upstate able to control the tempo of this game. Philly really, their defense has come a long way. That first quarter, it's felt like Upstate was scoring at will. They're definitely Philly's making Upstate work for their goals now, but their offense just not able to really connect and get enough points on the board. 4 goals in a half is just not enough in a professional women's lacrosse game to win the game.
And even looking at the stats for that first period, 9 shots for the Pride, but they had 13 in the second half. So, again, the box score from the 6 goals says a lot for that defense, as you said. But the Pride coming right through, trying a one-handed shot, still loose. Gussie Johns trying to get to it. It goes off to the corner. Lauren Lee giving chase, but ultimately coming away. Shayna Pareca comes up with the ball. But it went...
Great draw control by Danielle Spencer, coming down, attacking the cage hard. Philly Fire doing a good job collapsing. They sent all 3 defenders to stop her and just barely were able to do so.
Looks like it may have gone out of bounds, so ball awarded to the Fire. Gussie Johns come almost to midfield as Philly now tries to work the right side coming in.
Lauren Lee with a good look.
And just Kahn couldn't collect the pass right into the basket for Renee Pullat. Back the other way.
Philly's style of play seems to set itself up. They seem to want to be scoring off of feeds, off of cuts. What
a rip off the right side. Erica Ipe gets another one to the back of the net for the Pride. 10-4 is the score.
Absolute ripper.
You could hear the net just screaming off the pipe from up here.
Yeah, Upstate style of play. They're attacking the goal hard. They're really focusing on 1v1 dodges, which is smart in a league like this. You know, there isn't time to practice as a team much. There isn't, a ton of time to make sure that these passes are perfect connections. So I think it's smart for Upstate to be using their 1v1 offense to their advantage. It really lends itself to this type of a league, and I think Philly would do well to go harder to goal. On that last one, Lauren Lee had the lane. Take it to the house, make them stop you. Then, if they slide, then pass. To me, Philly Fire seems to be trying to thread the needle unsuccessfully thus far.
Off the draw, Abby Burgess gets it right away, trying to get something quickly before the defense can drop in, but unable to connect. Fire still with the ball back behind the net. 5:25 left to go here in the third. In front, goes low, and it squeaks through and gets to the back of the net. Fire once again get the goal. Maddie Crutchfield with the nice low scoop to get the Fire's 5th goal of the afternoon.
Great shot there. Low angle, come in, fake high, shoot low. Right by the goalkeeper, who's had a phenomenal game, Renee Pullat.
Pullat thought she had it. She tried to close the gap real quick. Looked down thinking it's right at her feet, but just had enough momentum to roll over the line. Crutchfield gets her 2nd goal of the afternoon.
At 9:38.
Big draw control here. Slifer on the circle. Danielle Spencer on the draw. For Philly, we have number 2, Abby Burgess, taking the draw.
Burgess gets it once again, and she's not wasting any time. Off to the right side of 8, passing back around.
Hannah Nielsen, the quarterback of this Philly Fire team, attacking the cage hard. Good look.
Nielsen, nice give and go. Gets it done. The Fire get another goal. This looks like Lauren Kahn will get credit for the goal off of a nice feed right in front of the net. 10-6 now, favor of the Pride.
Yeah, Philly going on a bit of a run. Great job by Hannah Nielsen attacking the cage hard, forcing the defense to slide to her.
Oh, we're having a bad time with the numbers. Maddie Crutchfield.
Her third of the night for Maddie Crutchfield.
I got to get new glasses.
Maybe we'll just wait to announce their names until the other dude says it. It's hard to see from up here.
It is.
Especially the black jerseys. I'm going to give us a little grace there on that one.
It is a little bit up in the upper part of the press box a little bit. We'll have to rely on the golden tones of Mr. Rich Kahn, the public address announcer below us, in some regards. So we'll apologize in advance. But nonetheless, the score 10-6. Philly starting to get some momentum. If they can just get a couple of draw controls in and get a run going, they're right back in the middle of this as Lauren Lee does her bit to keep scrapping for it, but ultimately coming away with the ball is Danielle Spencer. And Spencer will just go off to the left, and the Pride will get back to work. 2:49 left to go here in the third.
Great hustle by Allie Carey on that draw control. She herself didn't come up with it.
Loose ball, Philly comes away with it. Up the left side, here comes the Fire. Too much on the pass, rolling towards the corner, but able to be collected. So Philly will try it once again, making some substitutions at the line as Lauren Lee comes forward. Nielsen back behind the net. Around the corner, a pocket got picked. Loose ball in front. Fires not going to come away with it as the Pride able to pick up the ground ball, and now the clear up through midfield. Casey Bachlet in stride.
4v3 scenario.
I'm sorry, Lydia Sutton with that. Katie Weeks. Now the pass over to Pareka. Pareka, low shot off the pipe to the right. Gussie John started to give chase, but the ricochet takes it out of bounds.
Close to a two-pointer there. Pareka winding up and firing that sidearm from almost outside the 8.
Still Upstate Pride ball, 42 on the shot clock. Trying to get a little bouncer in front, but Philly coming away with it nicely.
A great look to Alex Sauce in the middle. Not able to convert on that quick stick.
Lauren Lee through midfield, dodges a little bit of traffic. Passing to the near side. Atrasco. Atrasco fires once again, finds the back of the net. Philly now has another goal to the board. Still chipping away at this deficit. 10-7 is the score, the final minute here of the third quarter.
Atrasco has been a phenomenal dodger and finisher all day. Going hard to the cage. Her defender didn't really step up and stop her there, so she said, all right, I'll put it in the back of the net.
I'll take care of matters myself. That's the hat trick for the attacker from Boston University. Gets the Fire to within 3. And at the draw control, the final 20 seconds will be coming off here in the third. If you're Philly, you just want to keep the Pride from scoring, unless you can get a chance to get it back up. Final 10 seconds. In front, just wide left. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and that will more than likely, the final second or so, Gussie Johns will collect it, and she will take care of the last few moments of the quarter. 3 quarters in the books, 10-7 is the score. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side, the exciting fourth quarter of action here from Farrell Stadium in Westchester University.
What do you desire? What makes you itch? What sort of a situation would you like? So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Well, it's so amazing. As a result of our kind of educational system, crowds of students say, well, we'd like to be painters, we'd like to be poets, we'd like to be writers, but as everybody knows, you can't earn any money that way. Another person says, well, I'd like to live an out-of-doors life and ride horses. I said, you want to teach in a riding school? Let's go through with it. What do you want to do? When we finally got down to something which the individual says he really wants to do, I will say to him, you do that. And forget the money. Because if you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid.
Watching you, use them, walk up to them, ask them questions, all right? They want to hear you ask them questions. Go lefty on the righty, it's much more.
Welcome back to Farrell Stadium here on the campus of Westchester University. Zoe Stukenberg, Dan Fritz, the final quarter set before us. Maybe. We'll see. The way things are going, you never know. But we'll leave that there for a second. Yeah. 10-7 is the score as we head for the final frame in regulation. Philly starting to really make this into a ball game. The defense has started to settle. The passes have gotten a little bit better. They're more effort in front of the net, but more importantly, they're finding the back of the net.
Exactly.
Getting the draw control, the first step of it, but it looks like the Fire team is just starting to come together.
Absolutely. Coming into this fourth quarter, Fire definitely with the momentum coming off that 2-goal swing in the end of the third quarter. Gussie Johns doing a fabulous job in goal. Looks like she will play this fourth quarter. I mean, you really can't go wrong when you're Ricky Freed and you're looking at two of the best goalies in the game. You have Gussie Johns and Kaylee Waters on your roster. So really, goaltending is going to be Philly's a strong suit for Philly throughout this whole season.
And you talk about the accolades of those goalkeepers. Gussie Johns, the first player in USC program history to be named to the national team. And for Kaylee Waters, well, 2-time National Goalie of the Year looks pretty good on a resume, especially when a coach is looking at you. So,
not too
phenomenal talent between.
What matters the most right now at this moment, who's going to get the draw? Danielle Spencer has been eating them for breakfast. So we
more
will,
like lunch.
Yeah, a mid-afternoon snack.
Off the draw control, though, little
Allie Carey again with fabulous hustle, coming up with that draw control. She is such a hard-working player.
nice work by Philly's defense to close down an opportunity for Molly Stevens in front. Pride, though, still with the ball as they work the right side, trying to go in front. This finds the back of the net. Danielle Spencer once again gets a goal for the Pride. 11-7 is the score.
Feed from Alex Oss. Danielle Spencer with a little flick of the wrist. A little backhand action.
Not much Gussie Johns going to be able to do with it. She closed down the near pipe nicely, but just the work in front. Spencer's fourth goal of the afternoon. Alex Oss gets the assist. Once again, the Pride up by 4.
That was a big goal, kind of take that momentum back, set the tone for this fourth quarter. Alex Oss showing off her ability to make plays. You have Hannah Nielsen, number 7 in black, really the quarterback for this Philadelphia Fire, and so many different valuable attackers on this Upstate team.
Danielle Spencer comes away with the draw control, using her reach to the advantage to come away with it, and now the Pride once again trying to make some noise inside of 8, working to the right side, Sammy Jo Tracy. She passes off. Nice catch by Molly Stevens.
One-handed snag there.
Just kept that right in. Now tries to go to the left side. Loose ball still collected by the Pride. 30 on the shot clock as they work the left side. With some room in front, right to the basket off of the shot of Allie Carey. Gussie Johns able to collect it. And now let's see what the Fire can do as they come through midfield.
Allie Carey with a great dodge there. Kind of, we call those shots watermelons. I affectionately call them. One of those that kind of just looks nice and big for the goalie as it goes right into her stick.
Kahn does well, puts in a shot in front, gets sent to the turf for her efforts. No call from the referee as she's dusting herself off and taking inventory. Renee Pullout with the ball. And
I don't think we've seen more than 3 or 4 foul calls this whole game.
Like I said, the referees have pretty much had a peaceful afternoon, I guess we can call it.
I mean, that's what you want at the professional level. We all know the rules. We know what needs to be done, what's allowed and what's not. So it's nice that the players are able to check themselves.
And it's nice for a shot like that right in front. Molly Stevens just drops it inside the pipe, gets another goal for the Pride. And when they're on a 2-goal run, starting to open things up here in the fourth.
Yeah, great look there by Erica Ipe out of UMass. Found Molly Stevens on the crease, a nice right-handed finish.
Warden the assist.
All right, well, that one wasn't our fault because they're switching numbers.
Yeah, we literally found out before the game started. Haley Warden on my roster is 25. Now she's number 1. Danielle Spencer, number 21. Now number 2. I have to start writing these things back down in pencil. All right, the next draw control. Pride on a 2-goal run. First few minutes of the fourth quarter here at Farrell Stadium. Pride once again back up by 5. And once again, nice pickoff by the Fire. And here they come up the right side.
Katie Schwartzman transitioning down, finds Nielsen.
Fire still with it on the left. Just under 11 minutes left to go here in the fourth. They're down by 5. Settling a little bit, which I figured a little surprising. I figured they'd just be trying to pressure everything into the net, but patiently, as you said, waiting for that better shot.
The right shot, not the first shot. Ooh, Katie
House goes up top, right-hand corner, and she gets another goal for the Fire. Katie House able to get number 8 for Philly on the afternoon. Stops the bleeding. See what they do with it next. Back and forth we go.
Impressive speed there out of Katie. Great little stutter step. Finds the upper corner. Probably done that move thousands of times in her life.
A year maybe.
Maybe it's been a little while.
Knocked the rust off a little bit, but definitely appears to not have missed too much of a beat.
Not at all.
As we get set for the next draw control, 12-8 is the score, under 10 minutes left to go. The running clock.
Yeah, Philly not letting Upstate run away with it. Really trying to stay in this game. Last weekend against Baltimore, Baltimore did kind of run away towards the end. Final score, 20-12, I believe.
We got that here somewhere. But still, I mean...
So Philly trying to avoid, starting off the season with 2 losses.
And especially with this first year for the league, a shortened season in that where you only get a couple of games to go on. Right now, this shot goes up and over.
Yeah, I think right now we have over at Lebanon Valley College.
20-12, yes.
20-12 was the score of the last game. Lebanon Valley College, we have 2 teams. What 2 teams are playing over there?
The other games this afternoon, I'll get that for you in a second.
Let's think. New York Fight, we got a bye week. Go Fight.
So that leaves Baltimore, as this one just rolls off the post. Renee Pullock couldn't collect it.
Baltimore versus New England.
And Baltimore versus New England. The Command versus the Brave. The other game in progress right now. Had a 12:30 start.
All right, Katie Schwartzman picking up the ball.
So the Fire, I know we've been saying it all afternoon. They just haven't really pulled the trigger on it, but 2-point goal right about now would be nice for the Fires. They're down by 4. Could really get them right back into it, and as far as the momentum as well, just about 8 minutes left to go as the Fire working outside that 8-meter, and a shot goes off just to the right.
We'll get a shot clock reset and Upstate's ball. 60 seconds. Not a ton of time to get a shot off.
Had a good look to the right post, looking as though either going for that post or looking for Hannah Nielsen, but nonetheless went out of bounds. Pride will have it, and this one's too strong, and it goes out of bounds, so the Fire will get it right back. And again, it's just knocking the rust off and getting the chemistry together if these girls getting used to how everybody plays. So
yeah, like you said, this is the very first time that the Upstate team has come together and played as a unit, so those kind of missed passes are expected, but obviously with the competitive, talented players out on the field, they're not going to be satisfied with that.
Lauren Lee picks up the ball. She couldn't collect on the pass, turns right around and rifles it top shelf, gets another goal for the Fire here in the fourth quarter, and they keep getting closer and closer to leveling things up with 7 minutes left to go.
Good garbage goal there by Lauren Lee.
Yeah.
You pick up the trash.
And you take it right back out to the curb. So Lauren Lee collects the goal. 12-9 is the score. And 6:40 left to go. Coming up on the draw control. So seeing how things go as the Pride makes some substitutions.
Beautiful day here in Westchester.
You couldn't have asked for a better day. I mean, it beats to the start of the regular lacrosse season, end of February, early March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to plow the field off.
It's no fun for me in the booth either, depending on where we're at. A little air conditioning.
Oh.
1-2 in front, and Hannah Nielsen able to tuck it away home and gets the Fire's 10th goal of the afternoon. They're within 2. 6 minutes left to go here in the fourth. So nice little work in front. Hannah Nielsen able to concentrate on it and tuck it away.
Petresco
gets the hat trick.
Petresco finding Nielsen on the doorstep. A great quick stick finish. I mean, if you're Philly, you got to be happy. You're within striking distance, you know?
Yeah, you're that much closer, so you got to still not time to, really pour it on yet, because there's still a lot of time left in this game. You still have to be careful, but you're in a lot better position than when you were the first quarter of this contest. And as you said, within striking distance now, it could be a one-shot game, ties it up.
I mean, we've been talking about a 2-point shot all game. So I think.
Hint.
I know. Come on, ladies. Let it rip. Great. Another hustle play by Allie Carey, picking up that draw control. Finding number 13.
Fires
Sammy
it
Jo
from
Tracy.
just inside the line. Sammy Jo Tracy unloads.
She's pointing at the line. She wants the two-pointer.
I don't think she's going to get it.
The ref's not having it. Because both of your feet need to be outside of the 8-meter when the shot is released.
Is released or when you follow through?
I believe when the shot is released, you can follow through and run into the 8, and it will still be a 2-pointer.
Well, they put 1 point on the board, so it's 13-10. But that would be one that you'd really, when I saw her release, it looked like that foot was either at the ground inside the line or just coming down. So it was really close, but still 13-10. Still not a bad place for the Fire, but for the Pride, definitely a much-needed goal.
Yeah, timely goal there by Sammy Jo Tracy, her first of the day. Now you see her taking the draw control. Molly Stevens and Allie Carey on the circle for Upstate.
Down low, loose ball. Fire starting to come away with it. Here comes Maddie Crutchfield. Looked like she was thinking about that 2-pointer for a second. In front, couldn't connect on the pass. Loose ball, Pride have it.
Nielsen saw Burgess on the crease, just not able to connect.
They just changed it. It's now 14-10. They did rule the goal a 2-point goal. So Sammy Jo Tracy did get credit. So 4 points now, the difference. 3:20 left to go. Now the Fire in a much-needed goal, but Renee Pullot slams the door and denies the request, keeping the ball for the Pride. Just about 3 minutes left to go here in the fourth.
Yeah, Amanda Lavelle trying to sneak a sidearm past Pullot. She is not having it.
Pride with the ball, under 3 minutes, plenty of shot clock. They can actually chew away at it a little bit, but pretty sure they're going to want to put another goal in the back of the net for insurance purposes, but this time Gussie Johns denies. Loose ball on the left. The Fire come away with it, and they'll send it back to the netminder. Gussie Johns will send it up. So great work by the keeper, keeping them honest a little bit, and now the Fire's just got to do something with it. Crutchfield with it. Just coming across the 30 right now, working to the right side. 35 on the shot clock. The ball goes back behind the net. And timeout. Do believe we have a timeout on the field. Looks like, I think maybe Ricky Field may have, Friedheim may have called the timeout. So
his team down by 4, 2 minutes left. Yeah.
2:15
Smart
left
to set up a play here. You're really going to need a goal, possibly a 2-pointer.
I was going to say, can you even really design a call for a play that specifically asks for the 2-point shot?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you got to get your best shooter right at the top of the 8, set that up, and allow someone to let it rip. I mean, Sammy Jo on the first 2-pointer of the game, that was definitely not planned, kind of a fast break opportunity. She let it fire from a little further out and was rewarded for it. I love that. Those shots from outside the 8-meter are more difficult to score, so they should be rewarded more. I like that rule. I think it's exciting. It's good for the game.
So looking at the roster for the Fire, if you had to call for a 2-point shooter from here, who's your money on?
I'm going with the Tresco. She's been money all night, all day. She's been just attacking the cage hard, really strong, powerful, well-placed shots.
I'm actually going to lean a little bit Lauren Lee.
Lauren Lee, okay.
I'm going to lean, just watching her today, and from what I've been learning about her, if there's going to be somebody, and they may not even be looking for her.
Right.
So I think Lauren Lee's going to be that one that if she can get away from the play for like a half a second, she can be that sniper.
Yeah.
And you got to be crisp with the pass, though. She's not going to have time to really set one up. And, well, there goes that theory. Lauren Lee's on the bench. So thank you, Coach.
Tresco, my guess actually might work out. I mean, Hannah Nielsen with the ball, quarterback. She'll undoubtedly get this play going.
So here we go. Play continuing back behind the net. Fire down by 4. Just over 2 minutes left to go. Long pass up top. Off to the left, right in. Renee Pullot once again denying and collecting another save for the Pride, and she can take her time as we're now under 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth. The Pride up by 4 and plenty of shot clock time to work on.
We were both wrong. Emily Gillingham out of Towson taking that 2-point shot, but Pullot doing what she's been doing all day, just seeing the ball really well today.
Almost an interception for the Fire. Can't get it to connect. And a whistle is blown before the shot. They allow the play to continue.
So that
in the back, that's
I'm not sure I'm not sure about that call. I know that if the shot is released as the whistle is called, the goal counts. That's a new rule. That was a new rule in college last year.
But the whistle blew,
and then
the shot. So
I'm not sure they should let that go because the play technically is stopped.
And as everybody
How
in
is
every
Gussie
sport,
Johns expected
you
to
play
keep...
the whistle. There's the whistle. So naturally, Gussie's first reaction is going to be bring down the stick. So, but nonetheless, the Pride do get their 15th goal of the afternoon. 15-10 is the score. Under a minute, the Pride on the way to their first victory of the season. Unfortunately for the Fire, looks like they're going to drop 0-2.
40 seconds left on the clock.
Shot goes in. That one rings off the pipe, up and over, and the momentum takes it out of bounds, but Philly will still have the ball. 30 seconds left to go. Turns, fires. That one off of Pullot. That may have hit her cage, but still right back. The Fire once again. Renee Pullot. 2 big saves in a row. That's going to wind up closing things down. The netminder from Cornell, as we've been saying all day long, doing what she has done so well in her years at Ithaca, continuing here in the professional league.
Yeah, time winding down. To me, Pullot, Danielle Spencer, MVPs of today.
Agreed.
Danielle dominated the draw, attacked the cage hard, and Pullot just, every time Philly had the littlest bit of momentum, she would just take the wind out of their sails with a big save.
Well, the horn sounds. The final score is 15-10. And what an impressive afternoon it has been. Upstate Pride getting their first win of the afternoon. Philly drops to 0-2. That's going to wrap things up for us here in Westchester. For Zoe Stuckenberg, Dan Fritz saying thank you for watching. Once again, you've been watching Women's Professional Lacrosse League here on LaxAllStars.com.
Hey guys, Zoe Stuckenberg here with Michelle DeJulius, founder of the WPLL. Little pregame chit chat. How was week 1? Coming into week 2, what are your thoughts?
God, it was awesome. I specifically was at the Navy game, so just a huge success. Everybody enjoyed it. Fans were loving it. It was just a faster pace of play and a lot of scoring, total excitement. Same thing for the other site, just close game, a come from behind, a 2-point shot puts a New England ahead, and then they end up taking it away. And that's what we want. We want a super competitive experience, and these girls to have a blast with it, and the fans to love this game.
How did that go in week 1?
Yeah, it was unbelievable actually. We had a lot of fan support. With regards to live views. I mean, we had over 18,000 live views alone on our Navy game for sure. Everybody is showing up and retweeting and sending messages to us, and
right.
just a lot of support and people excited about what we've got going. If you've never seen the game of women's lacrosse and you come and see this, or you've never seen men's or women's,
you're excited about it.
You're excited. You're
right.
like, I got to get out there and see it again.
Yeah.
2-point shots, you know, like
60-second shot clock.
Right.
Yeah.
The whole 8-meter changing so that any foul that occurs in there, you get a center hash shot.
Right.
Like those kind of things are holding, you know, players more accountable to their actions in the game and keeping the flow a lot faster. So I think it's exciting. I think we've gained a lot of fans, new fans, and I'm excited to see what's to come. The mission is obviously to, you know, provide these women with other opportunities outside of being a professional lacrosse player.
The WPL is a two-pronged approach. One side of it is a platform for the players to play at the highest level possible, playing a brand of lacrosse that's both exciting and fits the athleticism of the sport. The other side of that is the junior development and having a Chasers program, a development program where these younger players can aspire to be WPLL players, can not only get out on the field and play, but also be mentored and learn traits such as leadership, you know, character development, that whole side of it, merging the two. So merging your pro players with the development group to form one awesome league, a two-pronged approach.
It's a perfect opportunity for us to create programming that's going to help them develop personally and professionally. I mean, it's unbelievable the talent that's out there these days. We have Taylor Cummings, who obviously is a huge star in the game. Dana Dovey, I mean, she's amazing. You know, she's got tricks up her sleeves. And so putting them in a position to play on a smaller field, making the game faster, the spectators are going to have a blast watching it. We're going to be able to, you know, create mentors that can reach our next generation of young female leaders. Given the level of play and the status of these women, we feel like it is our, you know, responsibility to, with the reach that they have nationwide, to give back.
I think the goal for me when I really talk about the foundation is to support and inspire an entire generation of young women, but using lacrosse as a vehicle to do it. And what the foundation will support is all the leadership and bravery programming that we'll do. It will support the junior pro division, and it'll support the Chasers. So the nonprofit side of the organization is really going to help us fulfill the mission of impacting thousands of girls and an entire generation of women's lacrosse players.
So what I want for these pro women are for them to feel that we are supplying them not only with the lacrosse experience. I think that's just the perk, but the main focus is really to provide them with opportunities to personally and professionally develop. And so for them to get that experience is definitely one of our main goals, but then also to connect those pros with that next generation of leaders, which are those young women that will have an opportunity to be a part of the Futures program. We want to make sure that we are always putting the players first. We're always putting these young women first. And we care about them as people first. And then everything else will fall into place from there.